Intuitive thinking is something I do at work, but not otherwise. Intuitive thinking is an odd thing. Normally, you would think that someone who is an intuitive thinker would always be so. But it's not true. I know from experience. Example, I work as a news photographer, and over the years I have learned to trust my intuition. Yet, something I realized the other day when I was covering an outbreak is that when I'm trusting my intuition, I'm not doing this in every aspect of my life. Let me explain. Me and my reporter are hanging out on the street, behind a senior's home that has been hit hard by the outbreak. It's private property, so there's no way for us to get even close to where we need to be if we want to get interviews with family members. As we're standing there, I see something out of the corner of my eye, and my intuition tells me that I should zoom in and shoot whatever is going on, because this is going to be our story. It was a woman standing at the window behind the senior's home. She was far away. I needed to use my range extender just to get a good shot. She was standing at the window, and I didn't know what she was doing, but my intuition told me this is going to be interesting. I realized that she had a sheet of paper and pen, and she was writing something on the page. Then she would wave at someone through the window, and then hold the page up against the window as if trying to talk to someone who can't hear her. It turns out she was communicating with her mom, who was in the quarantine senior's home. It was incredibly moving and touching, because this was the only way they could communicate with each other. Of course, she was worried about her mom, because there were several deaths in the senior's home, and many people infected, including staff. When she was done and waved goodbye, we were able to stop her in her car as she was pulling out of the driveway, and we got an amazing story, her story of the difficult situation she was in. What I realized, though, is that the same kind of trust I have for my intuition during work is not applied to my everyday life. I often find myself going against my intuition sometimes the moment I leave work. For example, I might take a certain road home when my intuition is telling me not to, and when I take that road, I end up in a traffic jam. But my logic was telling me that if I take that road, I will get home sooner. So why not take a risk? It's a risk because that road is always plagued with traffic jams. I should have listened to my intuition, but I didn't. Then I ended up in a traffic jam. I just find it interesting that I trust my intuition in certain situations, but not in others. Why? I now realize that it has something to do with the task. When I'm being professional, I give it my all. I remain hyper-focused and in tune to my environment to remain successful. The adrenaline puts me in the moment and heightens my awareness. But after work, I let go. I become relaxed. I'm no longer focused. I let the fog of logic in, which is talking to me and telling me to take a break because I deserve it. No need to make perfect decisions now, it says to me. This is quality time, as if quality time needs no intuition. It's a trap, because intuition is a quiet voice within that always wants to talk to me too. I just need to listen to it all the time, not just at work. The ego is loud and domineering. It is demanding that I stop making the right decisions because I deserve to become the center of the universe. This means I become unconnected, unfocused, far less aware of my environment, and thus shutting out the quiet voice of intuition. Do you do a lot of intuitive thinking? Are you trusting your intuition in every aspect of your life? If you're not, maybe it's time to start doing so. I know this is something I really want to do. So start now. Learn to trust your intuition. Practice intuitive thinking in every aspect of your life.